Hi, happy Sunday, everybody. It's CeCe here. I hope you've had a blessed Sunday. We have had a wonderful, beautiful, white, snowy day here in Nashville, Tennessee, but it has been really, really gorgeous. It really has. We had a great time in church, so I'm going to try to do a quick review. I try to do them quick. It was so good. The word was just so good today. Our theme for this year at Nashville Life is withstanding the wind. And the pastor is talking about the winds of abandonment. And he's talking about stewardship right now, the importance of remembering that we are not our own. We are not owners of our lives, but we're managers. We're to steward what God has given us well. And last week he talked about stewarding our time. And I shared on last week how he broke that down. Today he talked about stewarding our talent. And you know, when you look into scripture, a lot of times when you see talent, it's referring to, money or finances. But we can also use it for our talents. And when we talk about talents, most of the time we're talking about the gifts that God has given us. You might have a gift to sing or to play or to speak or to organize or to cook. Whatever your gift, whatever your talent is, God has made you the steward of that talent, and you are not the owner of that talent. The talent is not just for you, but it's for others. So it was really, really powerful. He said that your talent equals a measure of weight. Yes, what he's saying is that whatever you have, whatever God has given you, you can contribute that to your company, to your family, to your church. Whatever gift God has given you, you can make an impact with that. He talked about envy, how it is no reason for us to envy anybody, because whatever God has given you is uniquely for you. And whatever God has given me, he's given us talents according to our abilities and according to what he has purpose for us to do. So stop being jealous or envious of anybody, because God has blessed everybody with talent, and talent for a specific purpose. You are uniquely and wonderfully made, skillfully and wonderfully made, the Bible tells us. So be encouraged. God is so good. Most of the message today was from Matthew 25, and I believe he started at the 14th verse and broke that up, but he went all the way through, I think, the 26th verse. Your talent is owned by God and given to you for management only. And your talent, again, is based on your ability. So don't take it lightly how God has wired you up, because it's you and it's for a purpose that's just for you, to give to others. He talked about, I love this, that the management of your talent will outweigh your talent. How even in the scriptures where the one who did something with the talent was multiplied. God blessed him. And the one who only had one, that one was taken away from him because he only maintained it. God gives us gifts not just to maintain, talents not just to maintain, but to multiply. And it's amazing that you can see people who seem to be talented and have so many talents, and they only go so far. Because they have decided to manage their talent themselves, opposed to seeking God and saying, Lord, what do you want me to do with this talent? And you can see people who might appear to have maybe one talent or something simple as a talent, but yet because they are yielded under their owner, they have yielded to God, they have yielded everything they have to Jesus, and God leads and guides them and uses that talent until it multiplies into something that is just totally spectacular. So I think that statement is worth saying again. It says the management of your talent will outweigh your talent. So powerful. Thank you, Pastor Alvin. So powerful. It's never about how you start, but it's how you finish. We have to continue to submit to God, because God knows exactly what he's put in you and why he's put it there, when he wants to use it and how he wants to use it and who he wants to bless with it. And so let's submit all of our gifts and talents to him. Jesus, of course, was our example, and he submitted. He didn't do anything outside of what the Father told him to do. He was blessed, and we all know, with a whole lot of wonderful talents, the talents of miracles and teaching and knowing the scriptures, and he had the ability to draw a crowd, right? But he was totally submitted. He said, Lord, not my will, but your will be done. And so he gave us the perfect example how to manage and multiply. Oh my goodness, and I got to share this with you. He gave us the perfect example on how to manage and multiply his talent. And aren't we glad that he didn't take ownership, but he was submitted to God? Because if he didn't multiply the gift that God had given him, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here. But he managed the gift and he multiplied the talent that God gave him. And you can read, I believe Pastor told us to read John 17. And it's such a sweet chapter, how Jesus is submitted to God and he's praying for us. He's praying for us and every generation that will come after us. And so we have to remember that God does not revolve around us, but we revolve around him. Jesus faithfully managed and multiplied to what was given to him. And it's time that we do the same. Because when we do that, every one of us increase in value. You are valuable today. Why? Because God has given you value. He created you with value. He gave you talents, but he wants you to steward the talent according to his will and manage the talent well so that you will multiply. Because when we multiply, we increase in value. Yes, Lord, as we follow Jesus and give everything that he's given to us back to him multiplied, don't maintain it. Because again, in Matthew 25, Pastor read that whole passage of scripture. And the one that had the one talent that buried his talent and only gave God back what was given to him, the master was not pleased. He called him wicked and slothful. So, what do you have? What did God give you? It's time to steward it well so that you can multiply. Be blessed. I love you. Keep withstanding the wind. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.